The first recorded Mass in the Philippines was held on March 31, 1521 in the islands of Masawa, known today as the Masawa Islands Leyte, as referred to in the accounts of Antonio Pigafetta. It was an Easter Sunday and was recited by Father Pedro de Valderrama, chaplain of Magellan Elcano expedition. Two native chieftains were in attendance, the Raja of Masawa and Raja of Butuan. After the Mass, the crowd went up a little hill and planted a wooden cross upon its summit. The National Historical Commission of the Philippines, or NHCP, affirms Limasawa as the site of the first Catholic Mass in the country. The Limasawa Mass marked the birth of Roman Catholicism in our country, which remains as the nation's dominant religion in the country up to the present. There are two primary sources that historians refer to identify the site of the first Mass in the country. We have the Francisco Albos log and Antonio Pigafetta's account, who are the eyewitnesses of the Magellan's voyage.
Antonio Pigafetta is around 1491 when he was born in Vicenza, Republic of Venice. He was known now as Italy, and he died at the age of 39 to 40 around 1530. Francisco Albos, boatswain and navigator from the island of Rhodes and southern Aegean Island, joined the Magellan expedition as a pilot of Magellan flagship. It was called Trinidad.
Based from Historia del Nuevo Mundo by Juan Bautista Muñoz, that was published in 1793. Albus' logbook was written during their expedition on their first circumnavigation of the earth in the year around 1519 to 1522.
Pigafetta's Mazawa, the site of the first Christian Mass held on Philippine soil, is an island lying off the southern-western tip of Leyte. According to Albo, as they reached the south, the natives pointed out three islands in west-southwest direction where there are so much resources. The said three islands are believed to be those of Camiguin, Bohol, and Surigao area of Mindanao.
The most complete and reliable account of the Magellan expedition into Philippine shores in 1521 is that of Antonio Pigafetta, which is deemed as the only credible primary source of reports on the celebration of the first Christian Mass in the Philippine soil. James Robertson's English translation of the original Italian manuscript of Pigafetta's account is the most reliable for being faithful to the original text, duly certified by the University of the Philippines Department of European Language.
The historical source that was authored by Blair Emma Helen was written in year 1903, titled The Philippine Islands, 1943 to 1803. Explorations by early navigators, description of the island and their peoples, their history and records of the Catholic missions, as related in contemporaneous books and manuscripts, showing the political, economic, commercial, and religious condition of this island from their earliest relations with European nations to the beginning of the 19th century.
Ferdinand Magellan occurred off the eastern shore of small island called Masawa. There they stayed 7 days, during which of the eastern Sunday they celebrated Mass and planted cross in the summit of the highest hill. The presence of two native kings in the Masawa. The king of Butuan is a visitor in the island of Masawa. Magellan fleet took a route from Hunmon to Masawa to Cebu that did not at any time touch Butuan or any part of Mindanao. The survivor of the expedition did go to the Mindanao later, but after Magellan died.
Jesus priest Miguel A. Bernad, in his work Butuan or Limasawa, the site of the first Mass in the Philippines, a re-examination of evidence in 1981 lays down the argument that in Pigafetta's account, a crucial aspect of Butuan was not mentioned. Because Butuan is not an island, but a barangay of Butuan City located in a delta of Agusan River along the coast of northern Mindanao. Pilots of the Legazpi expedition understood that Mazawa was an island near Leyte and Panaon, while Butuan was on the island of Mindanao. The two were different places and in no wise identical.
The issue of the exact location of the historic Mass was earlier solved by the NHI. The forerunner of the NHCP through two panels of experts. The first led by the former Supreme Court Justice Emilio Gancayco in 1995 and the second by historian Benito Ligarda in 2008. Both panels ruled that the site of the 1521 Easter Sunday Mass was Limasawa Island. In conclusion, we affirm that the Limasawa is the site of the first Mass Catholic in the Philippines, based on the evidence of Albo's logbook, Pigafetta's testimony regarding the route, the evidence of Pigafetta's map, the two native kings, the 7 days of Mazawa, along with the other evidence such as the confirmatory evidence from the Legazpi expedition.